Good morning. This is Donnie, Sinbad the Sailor Man from Poetry Writes and Other Stuff. From Sinbad the Sailor Man here in Valpo, Indiana, USA. Boy, it rained all night. Have to go check out the garden. We got puddles everywhere. Well, we'll see what we got. Hopefully, looks like some of the corn's already knocked down, but everything else is looking good. Let's see. Still kind of hazy, cloud cover, all the same color. Might still rain today. Hey, we got some flowers. Little yellow daisy looking things. I don't know if you can see them. Still a lot of green. I don't know if, looks like there are going to be some more yellow ones. A lot of the cauliflower leaves have fallen off. Peppers look good. We're being transplanted just a couple days ago. The whole garden is good and sopping wet. Oh. Now that don't look like no I wonder if that is another squash. Kind of looks more like a squash than it does cantaloupe. Well, it looks like all the little stalks of corn got knocked out, thinned down to because of the cantaloupe creeping in there. It's twisted them up and made them fall over. Sweat bees are bad. Well, the cantaloupe is doing good. I don't know if you can see the sweat bees. They're everywhere. Got quite a bit of rain last night. Washed the tubs down. Squash is looking good. Yeah, I think that's a squash on the hill over there on the side barrier. Let's see, a couple little new melons started. Rained pretty hard, broke some of the squash leaves. But it looks like it jumped right back up. We got a couple new little melons. The lettuce is doing good in the box. The onions are looking like they're almost ready to pop. Here is more growth on the tomato plants. Got me a little bit of cherry tomatoes to pick. Those are pretty tasty. We got beans, some dried up, some turning yellow. That's probably from the fertilizer. Yep. There's a radish. Alright, these runts on the side barrier here took off. They're doing pretty good. And these were just in the flower box not long ago. They're doing good. They've been in the ground probably 4 weeks now. 3 to 4. Those 3 over there, 4, been in the ground less than 5, less than a week, and they're doing okay. But I did not get a hole drilled in that tank on the dirt box, so that probably looks like mud still. And these are gonna be just kind of onions you wanna eat with salt. Just them there, nice and tight. I'll take a couple of them. Those are good for salads. But if you leave them in this watery mud, they'll rot the bulb. We don't want that. I'll wash them up and stick them in the ice box. Shallots. Oh, there's a big one there. That one started the bulb. Those 2 started the bulb a little bit. But those make for a tasty little meal with your salad. Yep. I can grow weeds. Now I can't grow too many flowers. You can smell the cauliflower. Good thing I put all that soil down. You can see I covered up most of the stalks with the soil. That took a little while. Now this plant over here looked like the bugs have moved back in, but I can't do nothing with all this rain. I'll dust it as soon as the sun comes out. But we got a lot of new growth. A lot of untouched leaves. And we still got time for cauliflower to grow. Don't know how that's going to turn out. But there is a head in here. So, 1 out of 47 plants is not too good for cauliflower. That's our first year planting it. I might have to get a net for the butterflies next year so they don't lay their eggs and let their caterpillars, worms, or whatever they are. Oh, we got two. There's another head growing in there. So maybe I'm gonna get lucky. I have to see. We got some flowers over there. They don't last long because they're little and the sun heats them up and dries them up. I got a lot of buds and blooms on these things, but I don't see no flowers. Planted these only a couple of weeks ago. Now there's supposed to be marigolds in here, but I don't know. I don't see anything that looked like the package's picture. Supposed to be orange marigolds. Ah, look like it's gonna rain. Yet again, or still. That's okay. Kind of like with your business, you plant the seeds and then the stuff starts to happen. As long as you take care of it and tend it and weed it and water it and nature helps you out. Get some viral. That's just a fly. But you can see something still eating. Having fun eating these here plants. I don't mind them eating these plants. They're just wildflowers. Yep. Got a lot of ears started on the corn now, but that's over 50 stalks of corn in there. It looked like maybe half of them got knocked down in the rain. Have to see if they pop back up with the sun. Well, here later I'll come clean all these dead leaves out of there. And dust once the weather looks like it's going to dry up and be sunny. Yeah, I think that is a squash. Pretty sure that's what it is. Here all this time I was thinking it was one of these. Cantaloupes. Sometimes you don't know what you got till it grows. I still don't see too many cantaloupes fruit forming, but there's lots of flowers. So hopefully they start growing some pods. They had some, but I might have knocked it off when I was digging up the peppers over here. Potatoes are looking good. And the cantaloupes are running. I don't know if you can see all the sweat beads on that stalk of corn. They're buzzing around me like I was a flower. And they bite. They bite my legs. I don't have that great of feelings in my legs because of my back surgeries, but I know they're there. Chewing on me. Alrighty, Oh, look at this. Got some peppers starting to form. On these transplants already. Yep. Well, it was a good thing I moved these. Well, gonna have to weed like crazy as soon as the sun comes out and it dries up. If it dries up. Don't look like it's gonna. Okay. Not too bad. Corn needed to be thinned a little bit anyway. If it dries up a little bit, I'll come out and see if I can save the stalk of the corn and try planting them, transplanting them. Get them in the ground a little deeper, they might come back. Have to see. Boy, these onions are strong. These are yellow. You can smell them. Yeah, pull them up. Trim them up. These tops you can use in your salad. You can eat this whole plant. People usually throw the tops away, but that's the best part. Okay.